Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Second and 5. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
At the 23-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nelson. And he'll be out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing. Younghoe Koo for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the gun, Sawyer. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sawyer finding Harris over the middle. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through.
Ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st down, Atlanta.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gurley. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Zach Bond there on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On first down, it's Gurley. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And by the way, for those of you that think Todd Gurley may have lost a step, I think you can look at this play as evidence that that is indeed not the case.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Falcons 14, Saints 7. Younghoe Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Sawyer.
He's going to drop this one down from Murray.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Sawyer. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Sawyer. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. Operating from the gun, Sawyer. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7, though, on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken on the 25. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
at their own 31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st and 10, Sawyer. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Off the play fake, Sawyer on the move to his left. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Past the 20.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Falcons 21, Saints 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a toss. Kamara left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 37-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down, Sawyer. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
To throw on second down. Sawyer escaping the pressure right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. It's caught inside the 25. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nelson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
A gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First down, Falcons.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the second half with Kamara, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Sawyer. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
$13 yards remaining on second down.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Operating from the gun, Sawyer. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
To throw on 3rd down, Sawyer being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Elsewhere, second half is underway up at Orchard Park. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. The Bills have taken the lead late in that ball game. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Sawyer. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Yardage brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Off play action. Sawyer escaping the pressure, and he lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And he'll get this up awfully close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. When the Falcons defense stands tall, they'll get the football back.
Play is a turnover on downs.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And this game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Falcon, 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. On 1st and goal, Gurley. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Balaj. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up